know you. Hey, Jay, come back here. Jay. Fool ass bitch, man. Jay. My money. Jay. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
Shoe program. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed the Punch Junkie Morning Show, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. Shout out to the LDBC, man, Lions Den Boxing Community. Be sure to go visit the website, www.ldbcsports.com. Join the website, become an official documented member of the Lions Den Boxing Community. Hey, man, apologies for my tardiness, man. I had another one of those wonderful system crashes, man. I think they're trying to get me to upgrade my technology, man, and I ain't going. I ain't got the miles out of this technology yet. You feel me? Like, I literally haven't gotten the miles out this technology yet, so we're going to keep rocking. But salute, family. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. Let me make sure y'all can hear me, man, to make sure everything is everything. So I believe you should be able to hear me, according to my side, man. So salute. Hey, man, let's get to it, man, because we got to go ahead on and get through it, man. We got a jam-packed show for you. So we're going to go ahead on and get it moving. I am indeed Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I could be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, and that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. I am I would be remiss if I didn't say this is a morning show, but it is indeed a daughter nature. You never know what you might hear, what may be said, or what you may read in the chat room. So if you're easily offended, please exit stage left, man. You know what I mean? Hit your like button on the way out. I understand 100%. Also, this is not suitable for work, so you want to have your headphones in so that your coworkers, colleagues, subordinates, direct reports, so on and so forth, so that they don't know that you are indeed a heathen. So we'll get that out the way. Also, what am I missing? Your children, don't listen to me in earshot of your children. Uncle Junior is not trying to add to the delinquency of your kids. You feel me? So go ahead on, man, and put the headphones in front of the babies. But salute. Thank you guys so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. Salute one time for the entire Punch Junkie brand. Yes, indeed, we do have things going, man. We have launched the signature line of trading cards. Come commemorate the accomplishments of your favorite fighters, past and present, with the Punch Junkie trading cards, man. Also, we've launched our magazine, man. We do have the Punch Junkie magazine. We're 2 issues in. Salute to everybody that supports the actual brand and, purchase the magazine, whether you got it in the print format or digital format, man. We really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. You can collect those items as well as merchandise, all of that good stuff over at www.punchjunkie.com, which happens to also be your boxing news live feed 24/7, 365. That's all day, every day boxing. For all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing, head over to punchjunkie.com, www.punchjunkie.com. That's www.punchjunkie.com.
For having the character to throw with him.
building. What's good with you, family? Jelly Bean 4280 pulling double duty. What's up with you? I'm born here. Halito family, one time for the indigenous people of this land. Yes, indeed. Big Texas ATX Cletus Smith. What's good with you? Shadow 979. Salute. David the Real Thomas. What's good with you, man? Salute. My brother 503 Lion in the building. What's good? Kind of local sports. Salute one time for the Puerto Rican family. Yes, indeedy. Salute to the family and salute to all the Puerto Ricans and salute to the Serrano sisters, especially Amanda Serrano. You feel me? Sean, what's good with your homie? Whatever, man. What's good with your homie? Salute. Yes, indeed. Let me see. K to the G in the building. What's good? Tab Investments. D McGee. What's good? Reese Mac. What's good with your homie? Brown on boxing. Salute. This thing then jumped on me. Let me see. Fenian Freaks. He says the heavyweight champs is all white, 100%. AJ is garbage. Fenian Freaks. In the building trolling early. Good morning to you too, family. That's what's wrong with the trolls, man. They don't be, ain't nobody told them good morning. You feel me? Son of Tank, what's good with you? The Jab Jamboree, what's happening with it? David the Real Thomas, what's good with you? Salute to the family, man. Salute to y'all. Hey man, say man. how y'all want it? How y'all want it today, man? You feel me? How y'all let me sip my tea. Look, man, you know, we ain't got a whole lot of time. So we can go ahead on and get into it, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for popping through once again, man. I'm not gonna be able to express that enough. I really truly appreciate y'all rocking with me. Staying down with the plays, man. Salute to the homie Craig Gale. I see you over there. Salute to my brother Cadillac Red. I see you over there on the Junior the Truth mobile app. I got some Cadillacs on 22s. You feel me? Hey man, say man, listen to me, Jack. All right. Let's talk about the card, man. Let's talk about the card. So we had the Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk card in its totality on Saturday, man. D-Man Jr. said, man, give it to us straight, no chaser. Stop playing around with it. Brothers UK said, Mama says be nice, man. Mama says be nice. Well, let's talk about the card in this totality, man. Let's talk about the card in this totality. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Salute to Mushroom Boxing. Salute to that card in the UK. They had a tremendous crowd there. It appeared to be damn, the Zodiac came in and said AJ and Wilder are garbage. Sheesh. Y'all must have sent y'all, they must be coming. They must be coming today. That's cool. We ain't even said Wilder. That's the funny thing about this, man. We ain't even talking about Wilder right now. You understand what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that in a second. So salute to the Mushroom Boxing for putting on that event. Let's start with Ricky Hatton's son, man. Ricky the Hatton's son, he lost again. What's his name? Connor Hatton or something like that. He lost again, man. You feel me? His last outing, I thought that he lost and was awarded a gift decision. That fight, the last fight, I thought was not a good pick. You know what I'm saying, for his fight, especially when they're trying to build him up. This fight here was supposed to be a cherry pick, and it was kind of a cherry pick gone wrong, if I'm not mistaken. The guy he was fighting, I guess I should look up his name so I can get these names right. The fighter that he was fighting took the fight on like 6 days notice or something like that. He went in there, man, and he beat up, outclassed, outmaneuvered, outworked, outslicked Ricky Hatton's son, man. Campbell Hatton. I'm sorry, Campbell's name's Campbell, like the soup, Campbell soup. Campbell Hatton. Campbell Hatton lost the fight against Sonny Martinez. He was awarded a victory, but he lost the fight. Sonny Martinez, man, he sunned him. His name's Sonny, and he sunned him. And also in his last fight, he fought Jacob Lekowski. And I had Jacob Lekowski actually beating him as well. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Sonny Martinez, of course, wasn't awarded the victory. Campbell Hatton was awarded the victory. Campbell Hatton, I think, is suspect. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna play with you. I think it's very, very difficult for these fighters to be able to follow the footsteps of their fathers, man, when their fathers are great ones. I think that's very, very difficult. I think it's a hard word road to toe. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a hard road to toe. You know what I mean? Um Queen 71 said, how do you lose to a guy on 6 days notice? They awarded him the victory, so on paper he won. But that fight, man, that boy whooped on his ass. 6 days notice, man. I mean, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. I don't know, man. I'm thinking, when I look at, Campbell Hatton, Julio Cesar Chavez, Junior, Hector Camacho Jr. I look at these dudes who embark on the sport of boxing, following behind, their fathers when their fathers were greats. And it's like, I don't know, man. You see Floyd Mayweather's sons they ain't going nowhere near no boxing ring. You feel me? The Mayweather boys they ain't going nowhere near no boxing ring. You know what I mean? And I can't really blame them, man. Also, man, we got an opportunity to see 40th Street Black. Lawrence Okolie. He retained his WBA cruiserweight title. We saw that. You know what I'm saying? Okolie, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not really qualified to talk because I don't really pay a lot of attention to the cruiserweights. You know what I'm saying? I can't really do it, man. I can't really do it. It's So Okolie won, man. He won by knockout. I'm not familiar with the person he was fighting. Only thing I know about Okolie is he favors 40th Street Black, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I got for you. You know what I'm saying? And those of y'all who don't know who 40th Street Black is, that's your homework assignment. You got to go Google who 40th Street Black is, and then look at Lawrence Okolie and tell me they don't look alike. You know what I mean? But once again, I got to go back to the event, man. Salute to Mushroom Boxing for putting on that event in the UK, delivering a huge, massive event to the UK crowd. You know what I mean? I think that they are deserving of a huge event like that, man. So that was cool. Cadillac Red says Ricky Hatton trash too. Getting that ring, son, and getting knocked out like your daddy used to in the Debo voice. Come on, bro. Sheesh. Ricky Hatton wasn't trash. I think Ricky Hatton was a great domestic fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he was a great domestic fighter. I don't think his son is a great domestic fighter. I think his son is over there getting tapped up on the domestic level. I thought that Ricky Hatton was a great domestic fighter. I thought Amir Khan was a great domestic fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think the only one who really, well, not the only one, but the one in recent years who crossed over was Kell Brook. Kell Brook crossed over and beat Sean Porter. But then everybody else, you know what I'm saying? He kind of getting trashed. But of course, Eddie Hearn sent him out on the kamikaze mission versus Triple G. But that's a whole nother conversation. We're gonna stay on task, man. We got to stay on task because I got to get out of here. I got to be my legendary Topcast voice. You understand? I got to be fast like Flash because I got to dash. You feel me? So we're gonna stay on topic. You know what I mean? We're gonna be getting in and out of here in the mornings. You feel me? We're gonna be getting in and out of here. Mushroom Boxing needs the UK market. Let's be clear. They need the UK market. They came over here, did the dance over. They moonlighted over here in the American market. It ain't really for them. You know what I'm saying? Over there in the UK market, they can do what the hell they need to do over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be looking for them to put on their shows for sure in the UK market and staying in the UK market. You know, Eddie, that global thing is just not, it ain't really for you. You feel me? Man, hey, I need the UK market. All right, man. Alexander Usyk was Anthony Joshua's ass. He outclassed him the whole entire fight, man. He outclassed him the whole entire fight. I wish I could say more. I wish I didn't have to oversimplify it, but hey, man, he outclassed him, man, the whole entire time. It was the whole ride. The thing about Anthony Joshua and in that fight was Anthony Joshua had one job to do. You know what I'm saying? He had one job to do. And his job was to go out and to be the bigger, stronger, better fighter. You understand what I'm saying? He had the opportunity to go out and be the better, bigger, better, stronger, more dominant, more physically imposing man. And he was unable to do that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you come out in the first round in a fight like that, in my opinion, and you come out in the first round and you don't, how can I say this? And you don't establish a dominance. And you don't come out and actually push Alexander Usyk back. You don't dive on him. You don't touch him early. You're not able to get him in the clinch. You know what I'm saying? And lean on him and you know, all of those things to prove that you the bigger, more dominant man and impose your will on him early. I knew it was going to be a long fight. You know what I'm saying? I understand Usyk and his boxing. I understand his boxing IQ. I understand his power. I understand all of that stuff, right? But at the same time, I also understand that Usyk is a cruiserweight. He is a cruiserweight champion. He has yet to even prove that he belonged in the heavyweight division. Derek Chisora went in there versus Usyk and proved in the first round that he was the stronger, faster, more dominant man. You understand what I'm saying? Like it was incredibly, it was incredible. You know what I mean? It was incredible that that this man actually proved that. Usyk. I mean, not Usyk, excuse me. Derek Chisora. We know where Derek Chisora is in his, the trolls. I had to come over here to YouTube to see the trolls. Quickly over here busting. You understand what I'm saying? She over here busting. Almighty Law busting. They over here busting. The trolls came out early. Sheesh. But anyway, Brown on boxing busting. Man, the trolls is over here, boy. Sheesh, Louise. This motherfucker said Usyk let Chisora look good to hoodwink AJ. You do know that, right? No, I don't know that, bro. But what I do know is that I do know that Usyk didn't look dominant versus Derek Chisora. He was in a knockdown drag out against a C-class fighter who you know whose best days is behind him. I also know that Usyk was actually outclassed by Chaz Witherspoon. You understand what I'm saying? Who, you know, beat up Usyk until it was time to get out of there and he ran out of gas. So to my point, at the beginning of the round one of the fight versus Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk has not proven that he really truly belongs atop the heavyweight division. Now, what Usyk was able to do was he was able to really truly keep Anthony Joshua puzzled. You know what I'm saying? Alexander quickly said, let me know who family so I ain't slapping them. Hey man. Anyway, Usyk was able to confuse Anthony Joshua. He had a lot of movement. He did a good job, excellent job of staying out of harm's way with his distance. He did a good job of the foot game. You know what I'm saying? He was playing fussies with AJ and keeping his lead foot front and out front, of course, and outside of Anthony Joshua's, so that put him in the position where he could get his right hand and touch Anthony Joshua, because we all know that Anthony Joshua is susceptible to straight right hands. And he was able to put his right hand straight down the pipeline on Anthony Joshua, and then avoid the big right hand when it was returned. Anthony Joshua punched a lot of air in that fight, and it really truly started in the first round when he was really unable to hit Usyk. And he was unable to and unwilling to, you know what I'm saying? He was unwilling to really truly step to Usyk and prove that he was the bigger, stronger man, if indeed he was, you know what I'm saying? Stronger, that is. It was a puzzle that AJ early on he couldn't crack, and I actually gave Alexander Usyk the first 4 rounds. I believe it was 4-0. He got out early. It was 4-0. One of those rounds, of course, he almost dropped AJ. I think that was the 4th round where he came on and almost dropped AJ, exerted a lot of energy. Then right around that time, Usyk actually began to take some time off. You know what I'm saying? He took a couple of rounds off. You know, AJ came on stronger, you know what I mean, and won a couple of rounds. And then it was, pretty much the Usyk show from there on out. I had a very, very generous score for AJ. I'll talk about it in a second. Usyk came out and actually closed the 12th, almost stopping AJ. I felt like, AJ said that in his post fight from round 9 to on to the end, he couldn't see, and it looked like he couldn't see because Usyk was whooping on his ass. And then Usyk came out and had a big 12th round and closed the fight and beat the fight out of AJ. And AJ, relinquished his titles. You know what I mean? It's just what it was. His titles were taken by Alexander Usyk, the cruiserweight. Usyk, that score, I had it 8-4, and that was being very generous. I only found 2 rounds to actually give AJ convincingly. The other 2 were swing rounds of sorts. So I could easily see that being, like I said before, I could see that being a 9-3 or a 10-2 round, the 10-2 call fight easily. Yeah, the last Ballot Boxing Channel said 9-3. Yeah, I definitely could see 9-3. And I could even see 10-2. Like I said, I gave AJ 4, and that was being generous because 2 of those were swing rounds. He only had 2 rounds that he actually won, where he was more dominant, where he was, you see him, he was in that space where he started doing this with his hand, you know what I'm saying? He touched Usyk a couple of times, of course, but all in all, I thought he got tremendously outclassed. And it just it's one of them things. You feel me? It's one of them things that we knew was very, very possible. There were times, I went back and forth on it, of course. We got a lot of crow to serve too. My fault on the crow. I ain't got the crow queued up. We got a lot of crow to serve. And I'll eat crow for sure, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Once again, I didn't stick to my guns. I was on that R. Kelly stuff. You know what I mean? I was on that, my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. You feel me? Because I felt like if AJ don't come out here and win, then he's not even a piece of what he's been made out to be. And that's what we saw. You know what I mean? The last Ballot Boxing Channel says I miss Lennox. Lennox was different, man. Lennox was different. Lennox was different. You know what I'm saying? As far as that fight, one of the things that is going to be this is not really I told you so moment, but it is I told you so moment, I guess. So I'll say this is my I told you so moment. I've always said, for those of y'all who have been following me, I felt like that there were only 3 elite heavyweights in boxing. I felt like Anthony Joshua wasn't one of them. We are in an era of boxing where champions are not necessarily the elite. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of world champions who are glorified and overemphasized contenders. You know what I'm saying? Because of, all of the belts, because of all of the, the absence of a clear, accurate, worthy sanctioning body, you know what I'm saying? Because of the lack of an appropriate rankings within the sport, we have a lot of guys who, should be ready to be in contender phase and world champions. You know what I'm saying? And then we also have guys who are contenders who probably could, would, and should be world champions. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold game. And I felt like, and we're gonna get into this here in a little bit, but I felt like the problem with Anthony Joshua was it's not the fact that he's lost, it's not the fact that he's not good, a good boxer, or whatever the case may be. The problem with Anthony Joshua is, for one, he has not improved. He has not improved. He is not improved in some spaces in that fight. He digressed. You understand what I'm saying? Some of those spaces he digressed. His head movement is still very much non-existent. I know he, tries to conserve energy, especially coming in to fight it in the 240s, 250 range. He wants to conserve his energy, so on and so forth. But when you're conserving your energy, and you're putting, you're getting hit, which takes it out of you, then you try to, start to exert energy to not get hit or to impose your will and so on and so forth. Man, it's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? And you end up looking, kind of the way he looked. This is the first time that I didn't see Joshua just gas out. He was not just gassed out in the fourth and fifth rounds. He always gasses out. This is the first time I didn't see him totally depleted and gassed out, which was strange to me. I'm not going to even hold you. I'm not going to play around with you. This is one of the last real spaces for boxing fans, so we're going to really truly talk about it. That was puzzling to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I've seen Anthony Joshua time and time again completely gassed out in the fourth rounds. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if Usyk could make it to the fourth and fifth round, he had a good chance to actually stop AJ. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when AJ really, truly, you know what I'm saying, gasses out and gives you opportunities to touch him. That didn't happen. He didn't really gas out, so that was a bit peculiar to me. It is what it is. Usyk, on the other hand, he had spaces where he got tired. You know what I'm saying? He had spaces where he obviously got tired. A lot of those rounds, like I said, he took off a couple of those rounds too, giving Anthony Joshua the opportunities that he needed to come in and make make something happen. And he didn't. You feel me? Salute to Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Usyk. He is definitely a masterclass boxer. I feel. I think that his boxing prowess for me is never in question. I just really don't know what he will do versus the elite of the division. You have, in my opinion, once again, there are three heavyweights that are elite, and they are elite first and foremost because of their skill set, because of the things that they bring, their attributes and their skills, and also the fact that they have fought other elite level fighters. It's only three of them. Everybody else in the division has not fought elite level competition unless they fought one of those three people. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. My three picks, the three elite heavyweight champions, it's only three of them, are top the division. Then there's kind of the B class. Then there's everybody else. I felt like Anthony Joshua was right in there mixing and mingling in the B class. I'm not going to lie to you. I never felt like he was an elite heavyweight. If you go back and roll back the tapes, I've always said that he wasn't an elite heavyweight. First and foremost, he has not fought elite competition. We're going to talk about this, but he has not. Let's just stop talking about that. Salute to Alexander Usyk. Where do we rank Usyk now? You know what I'm saying? The verdict is out on Usyk now. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to come out and make him number one pound for pound. He's come in, he's done this, he's done that, in the division. He beat Anthony Joshua, even though he had a knockdown drag out versus Derek Chisora. Chaz Witherspoon made him look bad in his debut at heavyweight. There's going to be those that are going to say, but He is now the unified heavyweight champion of the world, which, you know, man, what does that mean anymore? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean anymore? So we have to look at it and see and really truly think of what's going to be next for Alexander Usyk. Who's to say? You know what I'm saying? Do they go directly into a rematch with Joshua? I don't like what I'm hearing from Joshua. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hearing Joshua talk about, you know what I'm saying, the fight and, you know, trying to maybe a rematch in like February or so. I also hear Joshua saying that he's willing to he's willing to fight Fury and Wilder without the titles. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like hearing that from a champion who just got unasked. I don't want to hear you talking about fighting without your titles and you'll fight them even if you don't have belts and so on. I don't like hearing that. You understand what I'm saying? What I need to hear is, man, I need my titles back. I need my belts back. I'm not finna stop till I get them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about no, oh man, I'll fight them without my titles and all of that. Like, that's how we got here in the first place. You feel me? We got here in the first place because of a whole bunch of talking. You feel me? We got here because of a whole bunch of talking. You talked about fighting Wilder. You talked to Fury wasn't even in the picture because Fury was on his drug binge or whatever he was doing, serving his suspension for performance enhancing drugs. But that's a whole nother, you know what I mean? So he's actually, you know, he talked about fighting Wilder, never fought Wilder, and for good reason. We see, you know what I'm saying? We have to say, like, you know, and I hear everybody and I hear the Usyk conversation, definitely. Like, I get it, and I understand, and I appreciate the accomplishment of Alexander Usyk being undisputed at cruiserweight, moving up, fighting the unified and becoming unified heavyweight champion. I get it, and I think that that's commendable. Now, what I will say is also we can't act like Anthony Joshua hasn't been beaten before. He was beaten by Andy Ruiz Jr. And before Andy Ruiz Jr. beat Anthony Joshua, probably about 75, 80, maybe even 90% of us didn't even know who Andy Ruiz was. Motherfuckers didn't even have a clue who Andy Ruiz was. They didn't know who Andy Ruiz Jr. was. They didn't know he was a top-ranked fighter, got released by top rank, so on and so forth. We had absolutely no idea who he was. I make jokes about Andy Ruiz Jr. and saying that he was the junior varsity of heavyweights over here in the U.S. Like, he was JV. Nobody really knew who he was, and he came out and he stopped Anthony Joshua. You feel me? And to show you how JV he was, he came out and had no ability to defend in the rematch. He came out and couldn't do anything. He was ill prepared, ill equipped for the rematch. You understand what I'm saying? That's how junior varsity Andy Ruiz was. You understand what I'm saying? If you ever played sports in America and you play primarily basketball, that's what JV, that's what it was. You know, the person who played JV and they get a little bit of varsity tick and they get in there and they score a couple points. They might score 2 buckets or something like that. You feel me? Might even don't mess around and be on JV and you mess around and get a dunk. You feel me? You a JV and you get in varsity and you mess around and get a dunk. Oh, cuz you definitely gonna be you gonna get moved up. You get a dunk. You feel me? That's what Andy Ruiz was. Andy Ruiz is a junior varsity heavyweight. He got some tick on varsity and he got a dunk. You understand what I'm saying? He got a dunk in the game. You got him a boom. We called him booms in high school. He got him a boom. He got him a boom in high school. And to show you how junior varsity he was, he went out and did what he did in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? And Andy Ruiz Jr., let's be clear, he just had a knockdown, drag-out fight versus Chris Arreola. Salute to Chris Arreola. A lot of people felt like he lost to Chris Arreola. I'm one of them. I think Chris Arreola beat him. You understand what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, with Andy Ruiz and now his new ties to the Eddie Reynoso camp and the WBC and you know what I mean? It's hey, you feel me? Hey, you know what I mean? This is just one of the last spaces for real boxing fans, man. Anthony Joshua lost to him. You know what I'm saying? At a point in time when nobody knew who Andy Ruiz was. And so we have to take all of this into consideration. And once again, this is not a knock on Usyk and what Usyk has done. I still need to see Usyk versus the elite competition at heavyweight. I feel like all right, I feel like Tyson Fury does Alexander Usyk bad. I feel like Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder does Alexander Usyk bad. I feel like Luis King Kong Ortiz does Alexander Usyk bad. There you have it. Those are my 3 elite heavyweights. I got Wilder, Luis King Kong Ortiz, and Tyson Fury. Those are my 3 elite heavyweights. I feel like they all 3 of them do something dastardly to Alexander Usyk. That's how I feel. I think that you have to excuse the footsteps. My son's up running around. And that's just really truly what I need to see. That's really truly what I need to see. And then I feel like I'll be able to give the props. You understand what I'm saying? And Jay Good says, now they will come against you with resistance, June. They gonna have to, bro. They gonna have to. They gonna have to. Because if you, like I said, it's 3 elites. You feel me? Is 3 elites. I gotta put Fury in there. And the only reason I'm putting Fury in there is because he's fought Wilder twice and now about to be 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Luis King Kong Ortiz fought Wilder twice and had the whole heavyweight division on shook. They still don't want to fight Luis King Kong Ortiz. You feel me? Wilder has fought once again. He's fought his last 1, 2, 3 will be 5 fights is against the other elites in the division because AJ was over in the UK doing what it was that he was doing, not trying to come to the party. Remember, after the first Wilder Fury fight, when the fight ended in a draw, the first thing Tyson Fury did was call out Anthony Joshua. So the first thing he did. The first thing he did when he got a microphone was to call out Anthony Joshua. And call Anthony Joshua a big dumb doser or whatever he called him, a coward or whatever he called him. You feel me? Jay Good says Jared Anderson's style will give Usyk more issues than what he faced over the weekend. Jared Big Baby Anderson stopped Usyk. We can bicker. If he comes in it's just difference. There's a difference, man. It's a difference. Salute to Alexander Usyk, man, and what he's accomplished. Jared B. Baby Anderson stops him, bro. Stops him. Usyk, I think he would look good against F.A. Java, but would be, you know what I mean? And those guys, like I said, they're not even at the elite level yet. Period. 503 Lion says Big Baby be on his BS. But he ain't one of them, cuz. Hey man, we must have forgot, bro. We must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. I just sat here and told y'all. I literally just said it, bro, because I was sitting right here when I said it. What I said was that Tyson Fury does Alexander Usyk bad. That's what I said. Did I not say that? Was I not sitting here when I said that? Y'all wasn't sitting here. Y'all didn't hear me when I said what I said. What I said was that Tyson Fury does Alexander Usyk bad. That's what I said. Now let's jump back. Jared Big Baby Anderson was zipping on Tyson Fury ass. Do you understand me? Do you hear what I just said? He was zipping on Tyson Fury's ass, allegedly. Stopping him in camp, allegedly. Ahead of the Wilder Fury trilogy match. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he gave him that COVID-19. Yeah, that's what he gave him. The left hand was COVID, the right hand was 19. Yeah, that's what he gave him. Yeah. Oh yeah, that motherfucker caught COVID. Oh, he caught it. Oh yeah, he caught it. Yeah, he sure did. He caught it. Yeah, he caught it. He caught that shit from from that Toledo boy. So if you put Jared Big Baby Anderson in there with Alexander Usyk, it's not gonna be nice, man. It's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nothing nice, bro. We seen him in there versus Derek Chisora. We saw him in there versus Chaz Witherspoon before he went to the VFW. Period. So at the end of the day, I feel like, man, I just really, truly, genuinely feel like Jared Anderson, man, gets the better of that. You know what I mean? Usyk is really, truly a he's a small heavyweight, man. That's all I got for you, man. That's all I really, truly got for you, man. I think, hey, man. Man, let's pause, man. Let's pause for a break.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah, so get in style with the Black Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. The Black Gentleman Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
Appreciate y'all. The Black Gentleman Grooming Company, brought to you by yours truly, Junior the Truth. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products, specifically with the Black Kings and Queens of mind. So y'all be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com, or you can download the Black Gentleman Grooming Company mobile app, whether you team app or team Android. Is absolutely 100% free. Absolutely 100% free, man. So salute. Let's move into our question of the day, man, brought to you by the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We're gonna do it a little bit different, man. We're not gonna ask Junior the question of the day. Junior we're gonna ask y'all the question. So the question is, are y'all ready for this, man? Has Anthony Joshua been overrated this entire time, or has the division caught up with him? That is your question of the day from the wonderful Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. Has Anthony Joshua been overrated this entire time, or has the heavyweight division caught up with him? Stay ready. I see you over there in the building, man. Salute. That's the question, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, how y'all feeling? I'm asking y'all the question. I'm gonna do the questions. Ratchet 91 says overrated. Quickly says overrated. Shay Girl said he's overrated. Tab Investment says he's overrated. You feel me? Jay Good said the entire blood clot time. You hear me? The entire blood clot time. You hear me? Damn. Deion Williams says yes. Quickly says middle finger AJ. Sheesh. Tay Brown, what's up, baby? I see you. Sherman Callahan causing fools go. Put him in that Manny Pacquiao boat. The Brothers UK. Damn, not you too. The Brothers UK. He says overrated. Damn, Demila says that boy was never the goods. BBG says AJ was a hype job. My God. Damn, Tay Brown says ass juice. Ass yes. Damn. Ass juice ass. Man, the homie, the last Bell and Boxing channel says, man, he too slow. Calvin Moore, the homie, says he's overrated. Sheesh, Louise. Man. Hey, the homie Rasul Ali says, I knew he was overrated when he turned down that 50 mil. He turned down the biggest guaranteed purse in boxing history, and he had to double up because it would have been a rematch. So he would have got another 50 mil with another, yeah, understand what I'm saying? 50 on the back end, them $200 million days. He could have sat down somewhere, man. Goodness gracious. Man, G5 Gage says, ain't his juice been overrated? Golly. Brown on Boxing says, overrated, overhyped. Sheesh. Tab Investment says, that's why Eddie strategically played keep away. My homie Sean said he was definitely built on quicksand. Golly. The Boxing King Archive says the division caught up with AJ. He never improved. That's a big fact. He never ever improved, man. He never improved, man. And I'm telling, I think it's a combination of the two. I'm gonna talk about it in a second, though. I think it was a combination of the two. Tremaine Callahan called him Big Moist. Goodness gracious, bro. Why y'all got to be so rough? The Boxing MD says, nah, he wasn't overrated. Eric Junkie said he was overrated too. Man, the last Bell and Boxing channel says they wanted nothing of Deontay. Golly, God of Green is screaming it. He said, overrated. overrated. Hey man, I only got a couple minutes. I'm gonna get out of here so I can get out of Drew Titan's way. The expert genius says he was forced on us. He's a hype job. Damn. Jay Good said, on the cool, this is all karma. Back on Eddie and Barry Hearn. Man, I said it in my IG. If you ain't rocking with me on IG, man, get on over there. Players ball in the building. What'd he say? Damn, I missed it. He said he's that boy stiff like a coffin, stiff like a corpse. Cadillac Red came in with the word of the day, both of them, the word of the year, both of them. When you hear the word of the day, scream real loud, both of them. Pee Wee Playhouse looking at me. Hey man, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel. And the grill said, man, overrated for sure. You hear me? Ashley's corner in the building. There goes my baby in the building. She said, AJ needs some WD-40 on some 10-man from the Wiz. Slide some oil to me. Let it trickle down my spine. Looking ass. You feel me? My brother 503 Lion says both. When you really think about it, cherry picking gone wrong once again. This is what I feel about it, man. I got to say this and then I'm going to get out of here, man. At the end of the day, I feel like it's a whole lot of factors at play. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua had some periods of extended inactivity. You know what I'm saying? So meaning he would get, he's been traditionally getting 2 fights a year in. The pandemic, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, kind of, threw that off. Let me look just to be sure. He had some periods of inactivity that kind of extended inactivity that threw some things off. We had it's September now, you know what I'm saying, and he's fighting. He fought in Kubrat Pulev. That was in 2020. You understand what I'm saying? He had a year layoff before the Andy Ruiz fight. He fought 2 times then, 2 times in 2018 with the Povetkin and Joseph Parker fight. The Carlos Takam fight, he fought 2 times in 17. And I'm gonna tell you this, then he had 3 times in the 2016 was probably his best year because he fought 3 times. He fought Charles Martin, then he came back, fought Dominic Brazil, then he fought Eric Molina. That was probably the best time of his career. And then he fought 4 times in 2015. He fought those 4 times plus, so that 2015 through 2016 stretch was when he really truly, became and looked like who he was. Then he came and he fought Klitschko in 2014. In 2017, right after that, coming off that, and he was in his stride then. So that 2015 through 2016, and then fought in April of 2017 is when he fought Klitschko. That was when AJ was in his stride. I think that a lot of this new boxing shit where fighters, fighting twice a year and stuff, I like to see a lot of them come off of that. If at all possible, this is more so, I guess, is a message to the promoters, the managers, the handlers. Some fighters need to come off of that. They got to come off of that, and they have to actually fight. You understand what I'm saying? They need to get 3 fight minimal in on a year. AJ is one of those fighters. He's one of those fighters that I feel like he has to actually stay active, has to stay built, busy, has to stay in it. When you get out here and you start to stretch him out, you know what I mean? That 1 fight in the year of 2019, I think proved to be not 2019, in 2020 was detrimental. In my opinion, I felt like it was detrimental. Hey man, I think he's one of the fighters that needs to fight more. So those periods of inactivity, I feel like have been detrimental to him and to his development as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he hasn't gotten better. I think he's regressed in a lot of ways. Also, you know what I mean? They stayed in the UK market, but they were trying to really truly push him as a global phenom. You know what I'm saying? and he was staying in the UK market, and they really truly introduced him into the United States market wrong. You don't introduce him into the United States market versus Andy Ruiz, somebody that you did not do any research on. Hell, he had no business making his splash into the American market versus Jared Big Baby Miller, because Jared Big Baby Miller would have beat him. You have to warm him up into the American market. You have to bring him into the American market, let him fight some of the lighter touches in the heavyweight division. I felt like they just kind of pushed him and threw him to the wolves in the American market, and they ruined his confidence in there versus Andy Ruiz, I feel, in that first go round, to the degree that he doesn't want to fight in the American market no more. He's never leaving the UK again, according to him. And he signed a lifelong deal with Mushroom Boxing. Also, I felt like they rushed him through his contender phase. Once again, that contender phase is that ordeal that, you know what I mean? That's where fighters are making or breaking, made or broken. You feel me? That contender phase is everything in a lot of their careers. I gotta hurry up and get out of here. Lastly, he didn't have the elite competition. He did not have elite competition. When you don't have elite competition, it's very, 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 very detrimental to your development as a fighter. Win, lose, or draw, you have to fight elite competition. You feel me? You have to fight elite competition. And, that's just that. I think, my final thoughts on it, I'm going to offer my final thoughts before I get out of here, man, because I definitely got to go. I got to get out of Drew Titan's way. I know he got a lot of cooking to do. Two things. The first thing is get off of the I don't take fans serious or boxing pundits serious. I won't say that. Mike Coppinger. It's funny that Anthony Joshua went out and lost, and somehow we bring in and figure out a way to demonize Deontay Wilder. You understand what I'm saying? Mike Coppinger put up a tweet like, Anthony Joshua came out and stated he lost to a better man. I think Deontay Wilder can learn a lot from this man. Some old goofy shit. Like, what type of bitch ass shit is that, bro? Like, these boys, I'm telling you, man, like, this stuff is weird as fuck to me, bro. Like, it's weird to me. You feel me? Like, it is really, truly weird to me. But I think Anthony Joshua was never really ready for the lights on a global standpoint. I don't think he was ever really ready for the lights. I think there's a lot of stuff around him, a lot of people around him to blame. You feel me? I think it was a lot of people around him to blame. I think that he has suffered from a lack of improvement with regard to being a championship fighter, especially the unified heavyweight champ of the world, which is supposed to be the baddest man on the planet. I think that there's a lack of improvement, and I think that he may even have digressed in a lot of areas. And I think that there are a lot of people to blame around him. When you look at Eddie Hearn, his management, his handlers, his trainers, so on and so forth, him. It's a lot of blame to go around. Salute to Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Usyk really went in there and made it do what he did. Now he is the unified heavyweight champ of the world, and I'm looking for him to come out and go in and dive into the elite level competition in the division, because he has yet to face an elite level heavyweight. And so I'm very, very interested to see, am I ready to put him up on my pound for pound list? My pound for pound list only has one fighter. I don't really have a pound for pound list, and he's not my pound for pound king as of right now. So, it'll be interesting to see, man. It'll be interesting to see what happens and how it goes. Once again, as I've said before, Jermell Charlo is my number one pound for pound. He is indeed my number one pound for pound. So, man, let's get it, man. Thank y'all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man, for following through. I absolutely love you, man, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I will give you guys your reminder. You got to treat your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man. I'm a high-born player, mate. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
No, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay, come back here. Jay. Old ass bitch, man. Jay. I need my money. Jay. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit to Johnny? You think you can do this to me? You motherfucker, you be